Lily Cohen, and on deck is Savannah Pagnazzi. Did I say that already? Oh my God, I feel like a kid in school right now. And then coming up to the stage right now, he's always a treat. You never know which one of them you're gonna get. It's Iwan Oon.
Say hello to my little friend. I got a little bag of tricks here. Actually, I got this thing. Let me take a hit really quick before we get started. I got this little thing here. I don't know if you can see this. Here you go. Happy Halloween. Boo!
Yeah.
My name is Danny Honda. I was born and raised in LA. Actually, I grew up mostly in Pasadena, but I come to LA, on the weekends to help out my parents and stuff. Like, you ever go to a liquor store and you see some kid in the back doing homework, That was me. And sometimes I'd have to translate for my parents, which is kind of weird, right? Because they're the parents, And hey mom, this policeman says he's gonna give you a ticket for driving too slow on the freeway. It says you gotta go faster than 35. Yeah, I was in the Army for a couple of years, United States, or whatever, first got region in Florida. It was weird being the only Asian person there, Every day people were just looking at me like, are we supposed to shoot this guy? It's pretty cool being in the Army, you get some good benefits. I'd say the best benefit is the ability to give old men hard-ons. Yeah, old men, they love hearing Army stories, Doesn't matter what race they are. I guess because it makes them feel younger or gives them hope for the future or something. But if I meet an old man in a park and I start telling Martin stories, I tell you he'll come all over me. Yeah, I was talking to this guy the other day, and he told me he was Persian. I was like, you're Persian? From Persia? He was like, yeah, where are you from? I was like, the Han Dynasty, I guess. What are you doing? Your parents ever hit you when you were little? My parents used to beat the hell out of me. My mom, she'd get a coat hanger and she'd make me stick my hands out and shit. She'd hit me on my hands and shit. I was like, what the hell kind of Chinese torture shit is this, Can't you just hit me with a belt or something? What next? You gonna make me do algebra fucking test and shit? Make me carry buckets of water up a hill or something? Yeah, I noticed that some, anti-gay cultures are actually quite gay, right? Like Arab culture, for example, is a perfect example. Arabs, they're notorious for being harsh on their LGBTQ, yet their men openly hold hands in the street. How hypocritical is that, right? They're like, don't act gay! La 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 la. And Russians too, I was watching the Olympics, or they're world famous, right, for being violent to their LGBTQ. But I was watching the Olympics once, and this Russian gymnast, after he finished his jump thing, instead of high-fiving his teammate, he kissed him on the mouth. It wasn't just a peck either, they were really going at him. We don't tolerate the homosexual in Russia. Come, Vladimir. Very strange. It seems in all their cultures, men enjoy a level of intimacy with each other that we just kind of lack out here, And I've kind of seen it a little bit, because I was in the Army, right? The Army is very anti-gay, because it's so gay. Yeah, you're constantly forced in these situations where you're surrounded by other dudes, and you're either totally naked or mostly naked, Like the shower is a perfect example. There was one guy, he used to always, every time he'd be in the shower with a rock hard boner. Yeah, at that time the policy with gays was don't ask, don't tell. Nobody had to ask if this guy was gay or not. He's all knocking over shampoo bottles and shit. Yeah, it's shocking. You walk into the shower room, what the fuck? Eddie, soldier! And in the Army, you're supposed to be hardcore, but not that hard, not that core. Did you guys watch the Oscars a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool, right? Yeah, towards the end, I was getting excited. I was like, hey, look, they're bringing back the Mummy. And then I was like, oh no, that's just Al Pacino. And I was watching this documentary about World War II, and during the war, the English soldiers, they're all the whole time they're complaining and stuff about the American soldiers taking all their women and stuff. They even had a saying, they'd be like, the problem with the Yanks is that they're overpaid, oversexed, and overhealed. And then they'd be all laughing, ho 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 ho. Yeah, would you prefer the Nazis, you ungrateful motherfuckers? Yeah, I'm Asian, all Asian people love Jews, We love them. We're like, Sensei, please teach us. But Jewish people don't like us too much, I think I know why. It's because of our eyes. If you look, it's not that my eyes are slanted or small. It's that Asian people have an extra layer of skin where our eyelids are. It's basically a foreskin, right? And you know how chicks feel about foreskins. Okay. Well, I know with this last joke, I'm just trying this out. Yeah, I had a bad haircut the other day. It was horrible, you know? You ever had a haircut so bad people start treating you differently and shit? And they're like, this guy must have Down syndrome or something. Look at that fucking thing. I had the waitress at Denny's trying to tie a bib around my neck. Alright. And the last one. Some people get overboard with the salty food, you know? I cooked my buddy breakfast the other day. Without even tasting it, he started pouring salt all over it and shit. I was like, dude, I think those pancakes are salty enough. Alright, my name is Iwan, and I'm out of here. Thank you.
Oh, cool. You did a fist bump that didn't even touch.